Let's go to our home, close this and zoom out, just like that. Now we add a new object just as we created. Just call these objects, I don't know, play button or play, and add a new animation, create space, so just give it any color of your choice. It's not necessary. It's not really that necessary. And save this. You can duplicate this again and name this about. Now drag the play button towards the same. You can size it over here. Now the about, just drag it over here, and we create more one button, which will be our quit game, to quit the game. And just put that over here too. Now you can go to our paths. Here you put your name. Don't know why it's not zooming out. Create a new, right, name it back button. And save it, apply, drag it over here. I don't know why okay, it's not zooming out. I drag it right here. This is where our back button will be. Now create a new object. This will be a test object, and you can just put your name. I'm going to put my brand name, which is Wise King Games. Now you can set this around maybe 60 or so. Now you can change this to developer or something. Now drag it to the same. So once our player click about, we'll be seeing our name. Make sure you put your name there. Now you can go to home from here, go to events and add our first event in home, and say play button. Scroll down where it says the cursor and touches on our object. Click OK, and we want to send it to change the scene to our game. Now click OK. Sorry about that. You can copy this, Ctrl+C, and paste it with Ctrl+V. Change this to about and change it to our about scene. You can copy and paste it one more time. Change this to quit, and this time make sure you enter here. And we are not going to change this thing this time around. We're going to quit the game. That's it. So what I will normally do to save my time, I just copy this whole line, Ctrl+C, and go to about events. You can see about events. Now add a new, click on the first one and Ctrl+V to paste that. Now you can change the about to back button, and can set it to go to our home screen. Now go to our game. This is our game. This is the event. Now scroll down, you can paste it there because we have it. You can paste it there. You can drag it down if you wish. Now you can set it to our home button. So once our player click the home button, it will send him to home, just like that. You can save this now. You can run the game F4. Let me just show you a quick one. Of course, there surely will be bug, but I'll show you how to fix it. You can see we can go to the home scene. So some of us will have this glitch that it will be going to game scene anytime we click the home button to see remaining game scene. Don't worry about that. You can see also if we hit here our game with before I quit the game. Let me just show you the bug. This was happening some of you at that point. To be going back and front. So that's because it's immediately touching our two buttons. So we don't want that. So what we'll do is, by the way, if you hit the other quit button, it will quit the game. What we'll do is we'll create a timer for it to be created, and to do that we go to our home events. There was a new event that was created last year. I'm just going to use that, and yeah, just drag that up. Let's go check for that event, and it's not here. Okay, let's see at the beginning of the scene to call it. At the beginning of the scene, I want it to wait for like a second or 2 seconds or 1.5 seconds. So here's a timer. This wait X second. This event is really helpful. Let's say 1.5 seconds, and let's drag all these to sub events. Sorry, it's not about the sub event. Let's create these objects, but just drag it over there first. So we want to create our objects at this position, which is right here. So let's go to our home scene again and say create play button, or we can just change the position, which will be easier for us also. Just hit OK and duplicate this and set it to change this to about. Yes, this is the last thing we are doing in this game. After this we are going to work on the UI. That won't take much of our time, so you can leave this also here. Sorry, I say issue. Put it to a sub event. Just leave it over here like that. Now go to the home scene. Let's check the position of all our objects. Now I'll be showing it in the screen so all of us will see it. So the position for this is 6 2 9 2 6 9, and the right position is 4 4 3. And the width is 22. We'll be working on this later, so just when we are putting the UI, we'll be working on all this position later, but for now let's just leave it at this position to fix that bug, because that bug many developers don't know how to fix it, but this is the way I normally fix it, which is what I feel is the right way to do it, and what I also feel that many professional developers also use to fix it. So once it waits for around 1.5 seconds, it will change the position of all this to that point, and when it does that, I can move this out of the scene. Move all this out of the scene. When it does that, our game is no longer going to glitch. So let's try it. Let's play the game. That's it. Now let's click play and pause, go home. See, the bug is fixed. Now let's do the same for our abat. The abat is fixed too, so no need to do the same. I just check it. So our home, abat, okay, it's not fixed. So let's see to the abat. So we don't have to code all this, just copy this line, paste it right here. Now you can leave the abat button, because that's the same position with the back button. Now I just change it to back button. Now go to abat and remove it from the scene. Now let's run this game from the home. Before we do that, I'd like you to go to scene and make this official, the official set as start scene. You can set this upward too. Now let's run it for the last time. You can see abat, so it's working fine. No more wall. Now let's check our quit button. Quit, our game is quit. So that's it for this UI and UX and programming stuff in this course. In the next session of this course, we'll be working on the UI. Sorry, I said that's it for the UX and programming part of this course. In the next phase of this course, we're working on the UI, and we'll be in a little bit of tweaking of the code, because we are working on the UI, right? We are bringing the array object that is going to be replacing all these screen boxes right here in the scene. So we're just making a few tweak on the position. We are not coding again. We are done with the coding. We are done with the UX. So that's it. Stay to the next phase of this course. Thank you. In this section of this course, we'll be working on the UI. To make a professional UI is based on the color, the matching color and matching font. Everything have to be similar. So you can see gdevelop as an example. You can see the font, from the font to the color and everything is matching. You can see it's dark purple that I'm using throughout. Even the blue is kind of dark purple. So that's one thing about font when using that's one thing about UI when making it professional, making it look professional. So let me show you some UI of a game I normally play. You can see the UI, everything both from the attack button to the control, everything is matching. from the dead enemy to the life is the same color they're using. They're not changing it, they're only making it brighter or darker either way. So you can see everything is matching in this scene right here. Everything is matching. That's one thing about UI, matching color, matching font also. So let me show you my game I created too. This is my game I created. So that time I don't know much about this matching color, but at least I tried. So this is some of the thing I tried to match the color, even though they are not really matching, because I use different kind of yellow. It's of a particular yellow for all throughout the game. So when I'll be updating this game, I'll make sure I check on that. So this is another scene of the game too, of matching color. Everything is matching from the red, everything, the font, everything is matching. You can see the text here is the same font they're using for the name, the same font they're using for the levels, and the name the same font. Like, they're not using too much fonts, everything is just simple. That's what we're doing in this game. We'll be making a color that match with, we'll be choosing one color that match with everything we are going to create in this game. I've already done the UI, so you just have to download it and place it. But if you are making your own UI, follow this example I am giving you in this course. Follow the instruction properly, because that's how to make a professional app or game. This UI will be using for this section. So if I select all of this, let me deselect this, you can see it's not more than 1 MB. So make sure if you are creating your UI, make sure the font is, the object are very small, very small, so that our game won't lag. So let's add those objects to the scene. Let's double click on play, or just delete all of this for the scene, because we are going to make some adjustments to it now. So you can delete this button. But normally what I normally do is that I just add new animation and drag it down, drag this other one down, but you can just delete it, which is easier to do. Sorry, add new animation, add the spikes. So add our button, double click on it, confirm, now apply it. Second is our about and quit button. So we want to use text for this, so what we do is just to delete it. You already delete anytime you are deleting something. You don't want to delete it from the event, so you just only want to delete it from this game scene. So say no. Now add a new object called text. We call this one quit, and you can set the size to about 60. And let's call it quit. And the fonts, you're going to choose a font from the file I say you should download, which is this one. Now click OK, and you can see one thing I say about this UI is using similar color. So to do that, you're going to use this color that I use here. I've already picked it, so just type C. Let me open my caps lock. Just type C D F E okay. So I've already bring this color from the background we are going to be using. So if you are using Photoshop, you know about drop and pick, so that's how I get that color. I just check the color from there. Now click apply. Now I want to drag this to the scene, and I want to drag also this to the scene. Our play button also to the scene. You can increase it by holding shift. Make sure, okay, we don't have to do that because I've already position it from the event. Now let's duplicate this quit and name it about. Remember our color we just used right here. That's the same color we'll be using. Go on, copy it. Okay. There's no point copying because we duplicate it. Funny me. Just write about and save it. Now drag it to the scene also. So what I want to do, I want to add a background. So add this white, call it background. Add this white, and this is the background we'll be using. And hit OK and apply. Drag it to the scene. You can zoom out. And hold shift to scale properly. Okay, let me make it a little bigger. So you can see our background is covering our play button. So that's because the zip order is higher than our play button Z order. So if I drag this to the scene, you can see the play button will be saying 5. So just delete it. So that's what we'll do. You change this to about 1. Now leave it like that. So let's drag our quit button to the scene too. Now this is our quit button, this is our about button. I just want to give it a little bit of styling, which I want it to be this way. I want it to like, it's not necessary if you don't want to do it. I want it to like turn a little bit like that. Let me just set it to that thing. I want this also to turn like this. Let me see. Try. Yeah. Something like this, a little bit of styling. Just like that. Now drag it outside the scene. You'll be doing the about. I'll only do the before I forget, go to the game events. Sorry. Go to the game events and change this to our newer parts. Change this also to our new quits. Change it also in this place. Now that's the UX. You can run this and see. You can see our you can see the object is not being placed properly. So what we'll do is to find the actual location of it, because it's using our formal this thing. Just place it right here and just arrange it properly in the scene. Let me zoom in a little bit closer. Just like that. Just place it that way in the scene. Make sure everything is aligned and center. Now check for the position. I'll be putting the position up here so all of us will be seeing it. Now go to the events. Let's change the position. Yeah, we get 176 379, and here we also get 24 and 1164, and also here we got 538 and also 1164. Now let's run it again. Okay, you can see this is what we want. Let me just move it a little down so you see it. This is how we want it to be. The one my hand is always clicking there. Now let's go to the game scene and let's do also the UI. So I'm going to do the game and you're going to do the about. I've done the home, I'm going to do the game, then the about is up to you to do it. Now these are game scene. Let's save this project here.